Hey guys, this is the Guppy Geek. Today I'm going to tell you 7 common mistakes that beginner aquarium keepers make when they start an aquarium. The first mistake that beginner aquarists make is that they don't dechlorinate the water properly before adding it to their aquarium. The traces of chlorine and chloramine in the water will kill your fish, and so many people use chemicals to remove the chlorine and chloramines in the tap water. Some people even just let their water sit in a container for 24 to 48 hours to let the chlorine and chloramines dissipate naturally. The second most common mistake that beginner aquarists make when they start an aquarium is that they don't acclimate their fish properly. They just take the bag that they took their fish in from the pet store and plop it in with the water that came from the pet store. This is not good for your fish because it will lead to extra stress and burdens put on your fish because they won't be able to adjust normally to your tank without being acclimated in the bag that they came in. Also, you can't dump the water in the bag from the pet store into your aquarium because it could contain parasites and other yucky things that could be transferred to your aquarium and infect your other fish that you have. It is important to acclimate your fish so that they don't get stressed and that they are able to be calm through the whole operation of you transferring them into your aquarium. Another common mistake that your average aquarist makes while setting up a new aquarium is that they overstock their tank, and overstocking the tank can lead to stress on the fish and stress on the owner because of too many problems happening all at once. It is important to start with only a couple fish at the beginning when you start your aquarium because it will overload your bacterial colonies if you don't, because the bacteria has to convert all the fish waste and leftover food into less toxic compounds that can be removed through water changes. If you overstock your tank, this will put stress on your bacterial colony and will eventually kill them because of the overload of fish waste and leftover food. So only start with 1 or 2 starter fish in your aquarium. Another mistake that beginner aquarium keepers make is that they overfeed their fish. This can lead to illness and also lethargy and listlessness in your fish. If you feed your fish too much, they probably will get sick and die. So it's important only to feed them a few pinches 2 or 3 times a day if necessary. Also, the opposite can cause problems. Underfeeding is another very common mistake that aquarists make when they hear about overfeeding and how it's important not to overfeed. So then they go and underfeed their fish. This leads to malnutrition in your fish and will also lead to them dying. Sometimes your fish get sick, and that's normal if it only happens once in a while. What's not normal is when aquarium keepers find every medication they can and throw it into their tank to try and help cure their fish. This is not a good practice because it will probably end up killing your fish. So you should do some research before you try and medicate your fish to see what exactly they have that's causing them the abnormal activity, so that you can choose what kind of medication that your fish needs. Also, make sure to treat your fish in a hospital tank so that you won't hurt your live plants or any other fish species in your tank. The final mistake that I will talk about today that a beginner aquarists make is that they get a bunch of crazy decorations and put them in their tank, and they feel pleased about their setup, but their fish don't agree. Well, crazy decorations can be appealing to you, they won't be to your fish. So try and stick to some even colored artificial or live plants and some nice smooth gravel to go on the bottom of your tank. This won't freak out your fish and it won't make them hide in a corner all day. While these mistakes do happen a lot because of uneducated aquarists, you can avoid them. And your fish will be much happier, will show better coloration, and will be more active during the day for you to watch and enjoy them. This is the Guppy Geek. Guppy Geek out.